right, we are going to start our new game for Edge of the Empire. We have decided to do an adventurer's game, focusing on exploring and finding artifacts with our archaeologist. That is Min, I believe was the name that was given.
Yeah.
You want to describe your character?
Min is a botan archaeologist. She knows way too much. I'm gonna start off with that. That's about it. That's all I wrote down.
All right. What is your obligation?
So one is criminal. She was considered, a trespasser because she doesn't understand boundaries when she's set on something, and was charged as a criminal for that. Other one is a responsibility, in which she's obligated towards the group that we're currently in. Good time.
Okay. So we'll say that you're responsible to the ship's captain, who is Feugl Myrtle. He is a Toydarian.
Oh dear God.
What's that?
The
Jedi mind tricks don't work on him, only money.
The little thing that hovers with wings in episode 1. That owns Anakin and.
Is that how you spell it?
I did Foygul. And then Murtle. Good old Star Wars names. Just can't have Bob and Smith.
I just spell it out the way I know I would pronounce it.
That's fine. Okay.
Myrtle?
Yep. Also on our ship, we have our mechanic, Hendrock.
Handrock.
Describe your character.
Human, early 30s, brown hair, blue eyes, tall with kind of a wiry build, covered in a bunch of cuts and bruises most of the time.
From working on stuff or from the past?
From working on stuff.
Okay.
Or at least attempting to.
Okay.
And a mysterious past?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty open about his past. He does have a bounty on his head because he may have not paid back some money that he borrowed from a loan shark. And he has an obsession with precursor technology.
I thought you were going to say, I don't know, child support, and I was going to be really confused. I don't know if there is child support in the Star Wars universe, but...
Well, it'd be the responsible obligation.
Oh, so, fair enough.
So responsible is somebody that you take care of, or you're responsible for. So like if you have like a sister back home that you need to send money to, or you send money to your parents, or stuff like that. Now, what was your second obligation?
He has an obsession with precursor technology.
And then the third crew of our ship is not here tonight. He is playing a bounty hunter, a Kaizu, the one with the wide rim hats. And he will hopefully be here for our next session. And we should have a fourth player in our next session.
Usagi, his character name.
Is it?
I remember because it was a Japanese word for rabbit.
Yeah, I was like, wait, was it really?
Okay. And then we should have a fourth player in our next episode. They're on vacation right now, and we'll see what they.
Does the race look like rabbits?
No, they do not.
What's the
they look
called?
like samurai,
like
though.
KYZO, or maybe KUYZO.
I think he's referencing the Usagi Yojimbo comics.
Yeah. They had a bounty hunter that.
Oh.
Okay. Weird bounty hunter from the Clone Wars that. It was typically the only time that I've remember seeing them on any of the TV series. or in the movies. But I forgot the bounty hunter. Well, I don't care about the bounty hunter's name. It's probably more appropriate than I forgot it. But
it reminds me of this character from Battleborn. I'm pretty sure no one remembers that name. But it's like a mushroom guy, and he has like a big old head. That's what reminds me of that.
in the cartoon where they were fighting, every time he would fight, he'd always run with his face looking at the ground and his hat in front of him. And it's like, seems like the worst battle strategy ever. But que sera.
If it works, it works.
Yep. That's how they choose to make him, and that's how it happens. So you guys are all on your ship, which is named the Little Purgil. It is painted purple and yellow. It has two black eyes under the cockpit windows. Named that way because the Purgils are the early explorers of the universe. You are currently flying, and the captain of your ship, who you all work for, is Foigle Myrtle. He's a Toydarian, and he's been collecting rare items and reselling them for years. He continually has a crew, but the crew changes over time.
That's not a good sign.
Well, when people either find out it's not for them, or well, if they don't come back, then you got to you have to keep your crew. Kind of like gaming. When you lose a person in gaming, well, you got to add another person. So
I was just like Futurama. Okay.
But currently, when we start, you guys are all on your ship. You're flying through a snowstorm on the planet Alzok 3. You guys were here, and you successfully retrieved the war horn of Chief Thiessen. He's the war chief who was responsible for getting the Towels to join the Republic, based on one of the Clone Wars cartoons. And you are flying through a snowstorm.
What was his name? Chieftain
Thigh, THI-SEN.
Okay.
Man, I'm not gonna remember any name.
That's why I'm writing it down.
Like
I
the
don't even
Star
remember
Wars
it.
name.
I was
remember that.
not going to remember that.
That's not important. It's
I just put war.
Okay, so it's
Yep.
right down MacGuffin.
item to be sold to fund the next mission. And so you, as you're flying through the snowstorm, which have low visibility, whoever is on the Usagi is down on the turret, or up on the turret for the ship, because he's probably the best shooter of the crew.
There's two of them. There's one on top, one on bottom.
Okay. And then who is going to you have so one other person can be on the guns if you want, or one person on the communications or the scanner.
Oh no.
What skills do you have?
A lot.
Perception or computers is good for using the scanners.
All right, you've got perception,
Yeah.
which is the only skill that would be really. Oh, you got piloting. Oh, you're not trained in piloting in space. That's just a class skill.
Yeah.
But you have perception, so you could probably do scanners.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do. I'm probably best suited towards either scanners or co-piloting, because I'm assuming Foigle is piloting it.
As a Toydarian, it's kind of hard to fly ships, but
Okay, I mean, I can attempt to fly it. I'm fairly decent at that.
All right, we'll have you in the cockpit. It looks cooler than a Toydarian trying to reach the pedals and hover. So go if you want to go ahead and roll for your roll to scan, Jasmine.
Okay.
So you'd use your perception. It goes off of your cunning,
All right. Okay.
which is going to be your base is your green dice, and then any ranks in perception you change to yellows.
Righto.
So your cunning's 3.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll make it an average check. We'll give you 1 boost because the ship has quality sensor equipment.
Okay.
But we'll give you 1 setback because you guys are flying through a snowstorm.
Okay. But it is 2 purple for a regular.
Yep.
Okay. And now the fun part.
Now the fun part.
Bam.
Two advantages.
Faces. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I call them faces.
2 faces. Instead of two explosions or two, what was it? Well, one person called like the disadvantages that the TIE fighter cockpits.
Yes,
But
I guess
They look
you
like
know
the
what?
Imperial emblem, but to me, but
They look
Yeah.
like windows. So
they look poorly designed to me. It's not clearly whatever something. It'd be much clearer if it was a fixed design versus a kind of open design. But
we didn't pass, but we didn't fail. So we're doing good.
so as you're scanning, your equipment's kind of being impaired by the snowstorm that's going on. You're able to not tell what's above you, but you get a good layout of what's in front of you to help with your pilot continue to fly through the storm. We'll have, since we're letting you pilot, we'll let you go ahead and roll. We'll say Foigle is assisting you, so we'll give you a upgrade for your check.
I'm not sure how to upgrade that.
You just add a green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if all of your dice are yellow, when you get an upgrade, you add a new green.
Okay.
And then you get another upgrade, you go to another. You
All
go
right.
yellow and keep going.
And then what's the difficulty?
We'll make it easy because you're flying in atmosphere.
Okay.
But we'll give you a setback for
Low visibility.
for the storm going on, and the ship has -1 handling,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
so you get another block. And you do have destiny points if you'd like to spend them.
Nah.
Oh, and you can take a boost dice because of her information.
Okay.
A lot of dice already.
All right. So, 3 advantages.
3 advantages. Okay.
We're doing good.
You continue through the storm. You're with the information you're given, you're able to gain altitude and not worry about hitting anything. But you're not able to progress any further to clear the storm. For your advantages, what would you think would be appropriate to use them on?
Can I calibrate the thrusters to compensate for the high winds from the storm?
Sure. Yep. Okay. All right, you guys keep flying, and like I said, make it farther through the storm. You're kind of getting more altitude. You're gaining more altitude, but like I said, because of how it is, it's hard to tell where exactly you're at. If you want to go ahead and make another pilot check, it will be the same, but you can get an extra boost for your either boost or upgrade for your advantages from before.
I'll take the other boost.
Okay.
And that's actually a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better.
1 success and 6 advantages.
Oh wow. Okay. So with your success, you're able to continue climb. You're able to get your orientation to continue climbing as you get near the top of the storm that's going on. For your advantages, you can let's see, 6 advantages.
That's a
So
lot.
we'll let you pick some. What would you like to use your advantages for? And then we can.
Can I make the ship go a little faster?
Sure.
Okay, I figure that would work.
Okay. And then you can take a boost on their next piloting roll as well.
Okay.
Okay. Now that you're closer to the top, Jasmine, if you want to go ahead and scan again.
Ooh. I like to be helpful. All right.
Since you're near the top of it, you won't have the black dice.
Okay.
You can get rid of that. And you do have destiny points if you'd like to use them. We should upgrade your green to a yellow.
Should be fine.
Okay.
All right. That wasn't fine. Wait, no.
Good enough
Actually, it
failure,
is.
so-
Oh, we got 2 successes.
It is fine.
Look at that.
All right.
I mean,
So as the ship's continuing to climb to get to the top of the storm near the edge of the atmosphere, your scanner clears up and you notice in orbit there is a ship that is out of the atmosphere. It registers as a Gazanti class cruiser, which is an Imperial ship. You see it is positioned near the entry point to the hyperspace lane that you guys take to leave the planet. So kind of forming a block against you guys. Yeah, 2 successes.
yeah.
With the other success, you are able to read the signature of the ship, and this is the ship of Naboo Nelly, who's a rival archaeologist that you guys can have dealt, or that you have dealt with in the past. You don't know why, but she is, or you know why she's a Gungan because that's where she was born. But you don't know why she has imperial funding for collecting artifacts, because typically the Empire only works with humans
Or near humans.
Yep. And this is, I typically run stuff like Star Wars Rebels time, so right before Episode 4, where we're still very, very heavy on humans, and the Death Star's not been destroyed yet. They're not public knowledge yet. So,
Okay.
but you see the scan.
So she's purposely blocking us? Like she's not like just there by accident?
Nope.
Man,
It looks like
Okay.
it's intentional.
where we might have some trouble. Is there like another place we can go to around the planet to leave?
There is there's another spot. Basically, you can go across the surface of the planet to get to leave from a different point, to take a different hyperspace route than you'd want to take to get back to your base.
What type? How big is the ship? Like, are we talking Star Destroyer or?
It is the ship that you see in the Clone Wars, where it has the little connectors down to has the 4 TIE fighters underneath of it.
Okay,
it's
so
bigger
bigger
than
than
ours.
us, but
Yep.
not massively
Yep.
bigger. Like we
It's still
probably couldn't fit in the docking bay on it.
Like
Yeah,
would we
no, it's
would
still
we
a
lose
5.
though?
Since it is a warship.
Oh, so yes.
Yep.
Okay. Could we outmaneuver it though?
You can try.
Could we outmaneuver? I guess I should ask you that.
Can I do a roll to see what I know about this class of ship?
Sure. So normally we knowledge warfare, but since you don't have that, it'd be knowledge education.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh well. Okay.
If
Difficulty.
you want-
Oh, can I do one too?
You can do a group 1.
Heck yes.
So you take the highest stat and then the highest skill.
All right, my intellect is 4.
Mine
what's
is
yours?
3.
All right, so we're using the intellect 4. What's your education score?
1 rank.
1 rank.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll use that then, because I'm not trained in education.
Okay. It'll be an easy check. Since it's a fairly common ship.
Okay. And that is 1 failure
We don't know what we're
and
talking
4
about.
advantages.
You just don't know.
Well, through common knowledge, you know that it is a very common ship used by the Empire to help patrol areas. Again, from common knowledge, you know that it, because you've run into the ship before. It has 4 TIE fighters that attach to underneath of it to give it aerial support, but you don't know its weaponry or its technology or its shields or stuff like that. So
How close are they to the jump point?
so space wise, they'd be short range from it.
So if we could get past it, we could hit the jump point and go out.
But could they follow us?
You figure from where you're at, you could fly, you could pass them, but you would probably be in range of the weapons for about 3 turns before you're able to get to the point where you'd need to jump. Or if you're going faster, since you use your advantages, you probably always say it's 2 turns.
We could attempt to charge them so that if they do shoot us, we'll ram into them.
This would be a very short adventure.
It could be. It's up to you guys.
I'm all for playing chicken on this one.
What does our captain feel? This is his ship. Does Foigle have like complete faith in us right now? Like, are we a brand new crew to him? Or are we just, like gone on a couple escapades?
You guys have worked before, probably 8 to 10 missions.
Okay, so complete faith in us.
Yes.
So, relative.
And if we do this, I'm definitely using one of the destiny points.
Yeah, no, we definitely would have to.
He's like, it's up to you guys. You're flying, so you make the decision.
I'm good for this. You good for this?
Go big or go home, and we have to go home later, so might as well go big.
All right.
Okay. So you charge the cruiser.
And I'm gonna use one of those destiny points to upgrade this.
Okay.
And any other setbacks beyond the handling?
Since you're in space, no. It'll be average checks, so 2 purple.
And a bonus because we know they're there, right? Look.
The bonus because we're being super crazy about this.
Using an unusual strategy of charge.
Yes.
Okay.
Look, at least we can't critically fail at the moment. That's what counts.
3 successes, 1 advantage.
Woo!
Okay. So you plot your course to get to the point that you need. You're able to keep the ship in line as you start moving. With your advantages, if you want, you can. Since we haven't started official combat yet, you can do the defensive maneuvers where they'll get an upgrade for shooting you, and then you have a upgrade when shooting back if you plan to. It's one of the.
They get an upgrade when shooting us, or we get an upgrade for the defense.
So your defense goes up, but your offense goes down.
Also, I'd like. Can I move one of my points from the aft shields to the forward ones?
You could do that instead.
I'll do that.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So they are. As you move up, they will. Why are you being stupid, Excel? I know that's GA. No, you're just doing it through the body. All right. They will take a shot at you. So now your front defense is 2.
Yes.
Okay. And
Wouldn't it be 2 setback die?
yeah, I've already picked
Oh, okay.
They fail. So fire starts, or not a fire starts. They start shooting their front mounted gun at you as you guys are charging towards them.
Okay.
So this will be the second round, or this will be the you have one more round before you'll be able to jump to hyperspace.
Okay.
Well, before you do, you can rely on your co-pilot Foigle to try to plot the astrogation course, or Min can plot the astrogation course.
What is Foigle? Is he trained in that?
He is 1 rank in astrogation and a 3 intellect.
Oh, he does better than me.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with
I
that.
have 3 in the
Okay.
I didn't take anything in investigation.
So while this is going on, we'll have you, unless there's any specific thing you want to do for trying to make it harder for them to hit. You won't need to roll again.
Okay.
But you can do other ship maneuvers, like I said, gain the or not gain the advantage. The defensive line where they get an upgrade to attack you, but then you get an upgrade if you just shoot at them. So basically, you focus on defense to give up on offense.
Okay.
I forgot the right term for it, but
I am good with that.
okay. And if there's any other maneuvers you want to do, or anything,
And
else
I
you
guess
want
I'd want Usagi to tell him to just start firing to distract them somewhat.
okay.
Cool. Do you want me to go also
Sure,
fire?
that would
Yes.
be helpful.
I'm
Okay.
very useless at this moment.
All right.
I have two bombs.
It's agility.
Don't
Agility is shooting is agility.
Ah.
It's gunnery.
Ship guns or ship weapons is gunnery skill.
Okay, well I still have two, so we're gonna do great.
I'm not
Okay.
expecting him to hit anything. I just
Foigle, you see him go over to the astrogation computer and start messing with it, and it gives an error readout, and he hits it again, and it gives another error readout
oh dear
as
God.
he's continuing to struggle with it. He
Maybe I should have assisted on that instead.
will say he has it. He rolled a triumph, so he'll say,
Oh.
"Man, get over here and do this." I
Oh
hate these
no!
machines." He hovers out of your way.
Oh no! What am I gonna roll against?
It's going to be 2 purple and 1 black, and you do destiny points if you'd like to use them.
We're gonna figure out how all this goes. First.
Go ahead and use the destiny point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch it over. We're gonna be great. Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay, you start plotting your course.
Heck yeah.
Just want to decide all the points. I'll make sure to share.
Oh no.
Shoot at you. We'll hit. 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. So then minus 6
4 is the armor. So
Okay.
4
So-
hull trauma.
for whole trauma.
Okay.
And have 2 advantages, so it can't crit. It will give you. Well, I'll take a boost on this next shot
Okay.
as it. So you. So this will be the last round before you guys jump.
Okay.
The Usagi starts shooting down below or starts shooting at it. You see the blaster bolts fly. You see the TIE fighters underneath. They come online, but they don't have enough time to disembark before you guys make your jump. Is there anything that you want to do before you guys make your jump? So the ship will have one last turn to shoot at you before you can make it out.
I want to get on the comms and taunt her.
Okay.
Better
We
luck
can do
next
that.
time, Nelly.
Oh. Well,
All right.
Wish I knew we could have done that.
You can always talk. You be friendly.
No. Competition.
All right. Come in. They will do a crit on you. They hit for they hit for 9 that time.
Shouldn't have taunted them.
Before,
No.
before or after armor.
Before.
Okay.
I would say before. I don't know if you change it or.
We'll be fine.
Power fluctuations. So the ship will get a two difficulty critical injury.
Okay.
But you can't cannot voluntarily inflict system strain on the ship until it's repaired.
Okay.
And as that last bolt hits, you feel the ship shake, And afterwards, you throw the throttle to jump into hyperspace. As you guys head to the planet Sikron, is the planet in Hut space. This is where where Fogel's base is at, or his outpost is at. It is a world that has Imperials on it, but all the Imperials who work there are super corrupt. So money talks greater than Imperial policy. The atmosphere on the planet is poisonous. So all the cities are domed cities, fully enclosed. And it is a very common spot for pirate crews or bounty hunters to hang out.
Cool.
It'll take you probably about 8 hours to get there while you're in hyperspace. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about or do while you're on your trip.
How long would it take me to try to correct the power fluctuation issue?
I think you have to be docked to fix a critical on a ship.
Then can I work on trying to repair some of the hull trauma?
Yeah. You can do a mechanics check, and it's you have less than half, so it's an easy check. So just 1 purple, and any successes you can go towards repairing your hull trauma.
Okay.
I don't know if you have any talents that help for more.
I do.
Okay.
Solid repairs, and I think fine tuning.
Fine tuned to strain.
Oh, that's the string. Yeah. Okay. So solid repairs will repair additional.
Okay.
So 4 successes, 2 advantages, and then because of solid repairs, so that's 6 hull trauma repaired.
Okay. All right. So you're making good progress on fixing the ship as you guys travel.
I'm going to study the war horn. Hammer horn.
Warhammer.
War horn.
War horn.
Yeah.
Just gonna master how to play it.
Is it a horn? Yes,
Yeah.
war horn. I said horn. I don't know how I feel about like actually playing something that's,
As the camera focuses on the mechanic, just echoing through the ship. Whoa, whoa.
Turns out it sounds remarkably like a saxophone.
You never know what we could learn from it.
Okay. Is there anything that Min wants to do? Oh, you said you're inspecting the war horn?
Yeah.
Okay.
There could be like old runes on it, or
It has it's made of whatever animals native to their planet. And it has basically leathering on it to make it wearable. It does have different markings on it in the language of their planet. The big reason why you got it is there's a collector that Fogle knew of who was interested in it. There's a Clone Wars buff, cared about the Clone Wars and also about the time of the Republic, and so he wanted to add that to his collection. He's selling it for 8,000 credits once they get back to the planet. As you guys continue to travel, the 8 hours pass by. You just get back. You feel the ship drop out of hyperspace as you see the planet Sikron ahead. Again, the atmosphere is very dark green color to it, kind of covering the whole planet. It doesn't damage the ship flying through it, but it's due to massive industrial pollution over time. As you fly to the planet, you get your coordinates to go to the city, and on the comms you hear the local the air crew, no,
ATF?
the
Or not
the
Traffic control.
traffic controller. There you go. I'm like, I know,
ATC.
like I know it's close. They come on. We see your ship register as the Little Purple. What brings you to Sinok today?
It's Sinok now?
Or I said wrong.
Sikron?
Sikron.
That's how I feel like it.
I'm letting Foigle deal with this. It's his ship.
After we just
I don't want to deal with this paperwork.
we're just gonna suddenly be like, oh, it's yours again.
He flutters up to the cockpit and he's like, Andori, is that you? Andori, hey, we're back. We're just gonna dock at our normal spot. I'll open up the dome for us. And it's like, okay. You guys commonly travel through to go on your different missions. Go ahead and do a easy piloting check for just bringing the ship in. Sure.
One success, 2 advantages.
Okay. You're able to easily navigate through the narrower entrance of the dome and land the ship in your guys' usual spot. After you land, Foigle comes like, well, we need to get the ship fixed up for our next mission. I'm going to go try to find a good payout for us. If you want to work on the ship, let me know if you need any specific parts. I'm going to go tell Usagi to go find us a new crew member. We're down 1 still, so, and then we'll see what Min wants to do.
Okay.
Well, when you were looking at the ship, you go ahead and roll to fix the critical injury, or I'll go and roll a mechanics check.
Roll a mechanics check for.
So this won't be to fix it. This will just to be
to diagnostics.
To diagnose it, what's needed to fix it.
All right.
It'll be average check.
Average check. Okay.
And then this with one of the features of this ship is it's easy to
you get a blue for it.
Yeah.
Because of the engineering access.
Yep.
Okay. And that is two successes, 4 advantages.
Okay. Let's look up random names for ship parts. You're able to diagnose what's needed. A stabilizer is needed to deal with the issue for that was caused. You figure it's probably about 2,000 credits for the part.
Okay.
Foyer's like, well, if you want to go get the part for this while I deal with other issues, I can give you the credits, or if you want me to deal with it, it'll take a little bit longer for us to be ready for our next mission.
Well, I'm not much of a negotiator, so that might be something for either you or Min to be doing.
Okay. Well, Min's going to be kind of have some downtime until we get our next assignment. So why don't you and Min go get the part, and I'll find what our next task is while Usagi looks for a new crew member.
Okay.
He gives you 2,500 credits. So that way he knows you have enough, even if you fail horribly at negotiating.
Okay.
Then,
Totally needed like not like a bodyguard.
a social character.
I mean, someone that could just stand there and, like look really menacing. And,
well,
like,
if Usagi was here, he could do that, but.
Yes.
In the Saturday game, I told people, it's like, all right, everybody should have one social skill. So between the party, you should be able to do stuff social.
Okay, bye. Oh.
And So one person's working on charm, so they can do negotiation and charm, or one's doing presence, so they can do negotiation and charm. One is cunning, so they can cover line. And the other guy's like, all right, well, I'll do intimidation. He has willpower too, and no ranks in intimidate and coercion. And it's like, so you're not really doing this very well. But okay, A for effort. But he continues to try to do it, which is what his character would do. So it's like, all right, I'm scared of me doing this. Apparently not. I might have to shoot them.
Demeanor, that would help, right?
Probably.
That removes the black from something. From probably two somethings.
Deceiving and skullduggery checks.
So if you're lying to them,
Oh,
then they take a black away.
there we go. I can help. See, it's working out.
Okay.
I just realized I've got a talent that could bypass us having to actually go do buy the parts.
Well, it's too late now. We're doing it.
Okay, fine.
But isn't that the one to break one part to fix another part?
No, this is I can take parts from the other part from the other component without damaging it to fix the other stuff.
Okay.
So I take this thing from that thing to put it back in the other thing.
But
Yes.
then if you know you have that talent, I'm assuming it's a role to do it, and then you can.
But she said we need to go.
Yes, we
Okay.
need to go. We're already on our own little mini trip.
Okay.
Who knows what else we'll find?
Foigle comes over and it's like, Nin, I need to get the horn from you so I can give it to our seller.
She's like, what horn?
As I'm sliding it behind me.
She's like, but I like it. I learned how to play it so well. Listen. Wah! Wah! I know, I know you want to. You're no fun. Kit lets me mess with it a little bit longer.
Oh man, we didn't have our regular sponsor.
So
Our sponsor break.
like I said, he gives you the 2,500 to go find the part. He takes the horn from you and he flutters off.
Oh, that's a lot of gold or current credit. There we go.
The part is expected to cost
Wrong
2,000.
game.
Look, I'm trying to figure it out still.
Bits, units, spigots, whatever you want to call
Nothing
it.
silver. How many more?
So, and then you see Usagi leave the ship and head off to go try to find another crew member since you guys were down one.
Oh, I was like, what? Wait, why?
From one of your past crew members decided that this was not for them, and
Yeah, me charging Imperial ships. Yeah. He was like, I'm out.
this pilot's stupid. I'm out.
Oh, well then.
All right.
Whatever.
Fine, loser.
So you guys head down to the well, I'll say if you want, you can go to the junkyard and try to find it, and you might get it cheaper. If you get it new, it'd be 2,000 credits.
So we got extra credits to spend.
Well, because he knows you guys aren't good at negotiating.
Oh.
He gave you extra, assuming you'll get
He
ripped
gave us
off.
extra because
But-
he knows we're in
He
combat.
knows we're bad.
Let's go to the junkyard first.
Foigle knows so much about us already.
I like going to pick apart.
Look how it's like. All right, well, you just having this crew cost me 500 credits right off the bat.
Oh no.
20% markup from this crew.
That's a lot of Yodas.
Oh, I'm so obsessed with that thing. I don't care for it. Baby Yoda.
So I have an opportunity to binge watch all of The Mandalorian, but I'm very concerned because if I don't get through it all, I know I'm gonna have to go home and buy a Disney Plus subscription just to finish watching, and that's the only thing I feel like I would want to watch afterwards.
Well, the Bad Batch is pretty good. What was the other Star Wars?
Clone Wars is on there as
Yeah,
well.
the Clone Wars is on there.
And Rebels, I think.
Yep, Rebels, Clone Wars. I have Disney Plus. If you want to watch it, you can come over here and watch it. Okay. The next one out is the Book of Boba Fett, which I think is end of December, middle of December, end of December, for it to come out. But the first season, I like the Mandalorian. I like the first season a lot more because they had new people and new stuff. And then the second one, they start bringing all the Legends people back. And I'm like, what? You guys were doing so well, telling new stories. Now you're just telling new
Retelling
stories
the
of
old story.
the people that we already know.
Oh,
But it's for the fanboys and the people who want to see stuff, who want to see them. And I'm like, But I figured the more Mandalorians had to show up at some point with this show called The Mandalorian. But
no, he could be the one and only.
Yep.
Anyways, so we're going to the
Okay.
junkyard. Is there
We'll go to the
anything else
junkyard?
we're looking for in the junkyard?
Not specifically.
Okay, so finding something new and shiny.
You're not aware how junkyards work, do you?
Look, to an archaeologist, everything is new and shiny, okay?
if it's new and shiny in a junkyard, you don't want it. That means they took the effort to make it look nice.
Look, it's new to me and it's shiny because it's metal. There we go. Assuming it's metal.
All right. You walked up, or you head to the junkyard, and it's Speens pull apart.
Speens pull apart.
Speens pull apart.
Okay.
The owner of it is Speens Medea, and he sees you coming up, and I'm sure he's probably interacted with you before as the mechanics. Well, welcome back. What did you break this time?
No.
It wasn't me who broke it. It was the Imperials.
Imperials again?
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to run from them?
Look, it's Nellie's fault.
You guys run into her again? Man.
Yeah,
She's bad luck.
it makes me think she might have gotten like a tracking system on her ship.
Or she has a crush on one of us. I'm going with that one.
It's clearly Usagi.
Can we make this part of the story? I don't know if he's gonna watch this, but I just want it to be part of the story now. Just like
Well, I won't say it's confirmed, but I won't say it's not beyond the potential. So it could be a punishment for missing it, for not showing up.
she's just using the guise of also being a rival to just
to have a reason to meet with him.
keep running into him somehow.
I mean, some days she'll blow up the ship and like save him from out of space, and he'll be
Like,
feel
what's he
obligated
gonna
to
do?
her.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. A
She saved
new
me.
obligation. Oh man.
It's like I saved you, but I don't know blow up
This
your
is
ship.
some
costs.
12-year-old shit stuff going on right now.
Hey, that's Star Wars writing. Come
Yeah,
on, it's true. At least for the first, or for episode 1, 2, and 3.
Look.
High quality Star Wars writing. So he's like, well, if you know what part you're looking for, have fun.
Do I know what part we're looking for?
we're looking for some sort of stabilizer. There wasn't an adjective associated with it, so I'm kind of assuming I know which one it should be, though.
I would assume so, since you're a mechanic.
Would I know what I'm looking for?
He can make a knowledge education check.
Man, I can do that.
It'll be average, and you get a boost dice because I'm sure it'll help explain.
Heck yeah. Wait a second. There we go. 2 success and 2 advantage.
All right, you know what part you're looking for as well.
Cool. We should split up.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys split up through the junkyard. Each of you go and make perception checks. It'll be average check. You get a boost dice because you both know what you're looking for. And we'll give Daryl an extra boost dice since you're a mechanic and know better.
I got 3 advantage and 3 successes.
Okay.
I have 1 failure and 3 advantages.
Okay.
I'm not the most perceptive individual.
It's okay.
I know where it's located on my ship. That's what matters. I can fix it because I know where it is on my ship.
My ship.
If it's not on my ship, I don't care.
That, and I'm getting distracted by all the other ships here. Like, ooh,
Probably. You look around and You're not able to find the part. You're in a different section, but we'll say you, as you're going around, you see on one of the ships, it has, I don't need that.
So I get to find like 3 of them. That'd be pretty funny. And one of them is brand new and shiny, just so I can say I told you so.
I'm gonna find the name of it somewhere because I forgot what it's called. But it's basically you see on one of the ships, it has a it's a starship modification. It's basically the modification where it's to jam radios. It sends out static over a certain distance to block
The comm jammer?
communications. That's probably jammer seems a reasonable name.
I'm gonna laugh if it's not.
I am too.
But you find that, and once I find out what it's called, nice.
Oh, I find it, or
That's what you find.
oh, okay.
You're
Why I don't find the actual part, because I find
Oh, you
this
found something
instead.
You're like, hey, look at this. For men, you're able to find you find 2 ships that have the stabilizer that you need. You can see that one is in better condition than the other. You can shoot the one in better condition. Would be easier for him to install,
Mhm.
but it would probably be a little bit more expensive. Where if you have higher faith in his ability to install or modify stuff, then you may save some getting the cheaper one.
Is it the electronic countermeasure suite?
It is.
Dear Lord. It's not called a
not that.
jammer.
Blocks all sensors within range counting the ship or vehicle silhouette as one smaller when attacked. Immediately notifies all ships in the system within 100 kilometers that it's active, and then there's modifications to increase it.
In my defense,
Uh-huh.
2 of the models have the word jammer in its name.
Oh, yeah. Once you said jammer, I'm like, that sounds like the appropriate word for this. 'Cause that's what it's used to do, jam signals. And then I searched for jammer and it went to some missile thing. And I'm like, okay. But you found one of those.
Okay. So I start taking it out so that way we can go and I can try to negotiate to get this.
Okay. All right. Jasmine, do you want to try to take out your thing or do you want to
No,
wait?
no, I'm gonna wait.
All right.
I know nothing about ships. Wait, what?
So
What would I
mechanics.
have? Yeah, no, I know nothing about that.
All right. So like I said, you find your 2 parts. It takes you probably about a half hour to get it taken out.
Okay.
And you carry it over to find men. And like I said, you see 2 ships that have the part. You can choose to. One is in better condition, so like I said, it'd be easier for you to install. Or if you picked one where you might have to do more, there's one that you might have to do more work to, but it'd be cheaper.
That's all you.
So you guys can pick how you want to go.
Well, our odds of being able to get this go up if we have the cheaper one. So I'm going to go that route.
Okay. So you, since this part's more complex than the countermeasure, go ahead and do a mechanics check for taking it out.
Difficulty?
Give you average with a setback.
And because I have
The right tool.
gearhead, my 1 setback is
Okay.
taken away.
And you have the tools.
I do have
Mechanics
tools. I have my tool set.
Okay, that typically gives you a boost for having mechanics tools.
So 1 triumph and an advantage.
So was the success from the triumph canceled out?
No, it was not.
Okay, so 1 triumph, 1 success, and 1 advantage.
Yes.
Okay. All
I
right.
always forget about that.
Yep. So you're able to get it taken out. The advantage, you're able to take it out quicker than you expected. For your triumph, what would you like your triumph to be?
It looks really shoddy, so we get cheaper price.
It's in a lot better condition than it looks like it is.
Oh yeah,
initially.
that works too.
Okay. Okay. You could do either say it's in better condition than it looks. So it'd be easier for you to install. Or you could say it looks shittier than it really
It
is.
looks shittier than it is, so that we could probably get it for cheaper.
Okay. All right. So you're able to take it out, and like I said, it looks worse for wears, but you know that you have a strong belief you'll be able to get it installed and going.
Yep.
You take the parts up to Speen. It's like which
She's gonna be super confused. We have a bunch of junk in her hand.
just take a whole bunch of parts and like cover the big one. It's like, oh, we just have all these little pieces. Don't worry. But
That's called stealing.
so he comes up and like, oh, let's see, you found what you're looking for.
Yep.
The stabilizer and
The
the
ECS
communications.
or ECM suite.
All right. Well, looking at the stabilizer, 1,400 for it.
I don't normally go for.
2,000.
We were told.
Oh, right.
2,000. And what about with the ECM included?
The ECM, he goes over and kind of starts looking at the ECM. It's like, well, has nothing bad, just a couple frayed wires here and there, but 2,800 for both.
What about a discount for return customers?
2,800.
What about if I fix that droid scanner of yours over there?
Oh, man.
He looks over. Mm, sure.
Can we tell that he's trying to up the price though?
You figure if you were a capable negotiator, you would think you could probably get it down a little bit without having to do work. But you also know that he's a negotiator, so it may cause him to
Keep going
be upset with it.
up.
So
Sure means
sure, we do 2,400 if you fix it and
hold this.
Oh no.
And I go over to the droid scanner and I start trying to fix it.
okay. We'll make it a hard check because I have too many points. We'll upgrade.
Hard is 3, right?
Yeah. And so change one purple to a red.
Oh. Okay. You know what? They're there to be used.
Yeah.
So no. One failure, 3 advantages.
Okay. So you're able to work on it you're not able to get it going, but you're able to get it in much better shape than it was with your advantages. And he's like, all right, well, since it's not going, you 2,500.
All right, fine.
Okay. He takes your credits and lets you go with your 2 pieces to take back to fix your ship.
Foile's gonna be so proud of us.
Is there anywhere else you want to go before heading back to the ship?
Not really.
Okay.
Not that I can think of.
After you get back to the ship, Min, over your comm, you hear Foigle. Min, I need you to go look up some information about a artifact that we might be looking for.
Ooh, fun times.
It's the Bardatan Sphere. Jemin says that it she has a buyer for it, and well, she's willing to give me more information, but of course wants me to pay for it. So I want to see what you can find before I fork over any credits for information from her.
And it's called the what? Something sphere?
Bardottan, Bardottan sphere. While she's doing this, you make a mechanics for installing the stabilizer. It'll just be average because it's meant to go into your ship.
And I get a boost die from my tools and a boost die from the engineer's access, right? Okay.
And what should I roll?
Yours is going to be knowledge lore. It is going to be hard with a setback. And you may have a talent that removes the setback if you bought it. Researcher. It's one of the 5-point talents.
No, I didn't.
No?
No.
Okay. What talents did you buy?
Well-rounded grit, knowledge, specialization, and resolve.
Okay. For knowledge specialization, you choose one knowledge skill that it works with each time you get a knowledge specialization. So what do you want to choose knowledge for? And then what it does is you change your triumph result to add successes equal to your ranks in knowledge specialization. So say you fail by 1, but you got a triumph. You could trade the triumph part of that roll to get extra successes.
Oh, so it would count as 2 successes instead.
Okay. Yep. Or if later on, if you get your second rank of knowledge specialization, you pick another knowledge skill, and then that triumph would count as 2 additional successes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
So on the fixing that, 2 successes, 2 advantages, and a triumph.
Okay. You are able to get the part in. You can take off the critical injury for the ship.
Okay. I didn't write it down.
Okay. And you can just make a note that you'll get a boost dice on piloting for the next adventure.
Okay.
As you've installed it so well that it'll work well until it kind of starts wiggling loose or getting back to normal.
Okay.
All right. What did you get?
1 success and 1 advantage.
Okay, 1 success. All right. So as you research to find out what this sphere is, you're not able to find out too much of it because it was possessed by the Jedi, and they didn't like to share a lot of information. But it says that this is a sphere that was found on Bardata, which is the planet of the home to the Bardottans, and it is one of the rumors of it is that it always with your advantage, the rumor is it's believed that it was created by the Dathomir Night Sisters, but there's no documented proof of where it came from. And then I'm assuming your ship has hard points.
We have 4 hard points available.
Okay. So if you want to put it, it takes 1 hard point for it. And
Hard points right there. Boom.
Cool. It takes 1 hard point and it's a hard check to install.
Okay.
That's what you're able to find out with your research, Min.
Oh, cool.
Good with me using that one to upgrade my.
Go for it.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do before reporting back to Foigle?
That gets canceled out. That gets canceled out. 2 successes and a disadvantage.
Okay. We'll just say it inflicts a system strain on the ship.
Seeing blanks on a dice is so confusing. So
One of the podcasts I used to watch, one of the guys, he like so many times they had a dice app, and like so many times for one dude when he roll, all of his positive dice would be blank, and all of his bad dice would be threat. It's like, so the 0 successes and 6 threat. It's like, what the hell? And it only turned to something exploded. All right, so you relay your information to Foigle. The boss, not as much as I hoped for. It's off to pay Jim some money to get the rest of the information.
well, can I learn anything about the Daphne Night Sisters? Like the I know it's a rumor, but still, rumors come from some.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can do another research that's also knowledge outer world. Outer rim? Outer rim.
Okay. Yeah. What's this?
It is going to be a hard check.
Oh man.
Yep.
Just occurred to me there's no mid rim.
Yeah.
No one
In
knows.
here. There is a mid rim in the setting, but there's no mid rim knowledge skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have too many points.
What's that back?
Upgrade.
Upgrade. You know what? No, it's not. Oh, hey, look, a triumph. We're good. Maybe.
Probably not because
No.
of that purple one in the corner.
So that would remove the success, but you'd have the triumph aspect of the.
There we go.
Okay. So if you would, since you didn't pick one for your thing, for your knowledge specialization, if you want, you can pick now. If you want to.
Oh, I did. It was for lore.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You look up information on Dathomir. You get basic information. It's a planet in the outer rim. It is home to the Zabrak and the Dathmirians, but nothing kind of related to the artifact or detailed information. You did have your triumph. So what would your triumph be? So, well, as we'll do. So for your triumph, you're able to find, since you assume this is kind of related to the Jedi, you kind of look at that and see that the Night Sisters and the Jedi were typically on opposing views, because the Jedi believe that the Night Sisters used the dark side or foul magics to create destructive items.
Alrighty.
Okay. So more information for Foible.
Mhm.
Okay. You pass it over and it's like, all right, well, let me see what else we need to piece this together. and we should have our next mission.
Yeah.
And then the stuff to stop and sell the war horn before I head back. So thank you for your help. Let's meet back up at the ship in say 3 hours, and I'll let you know what we have.
Done deal.
When you're on planet, is there anything else you'd like to do before heading back to the ship?
No, not really.
Okay.
Should we check if there's any hats around?
I believe it was specifically hats that his species use.
Find a Yankees cap.
I mean, will we know what one would look like? I mean, I'm assuming we would.
He's wearing one all the time.
Yeah, but could there be like fakes?
You can do a streetwise.
Oh no. I have 3 cunning. What do you?
I have 2 cunning.
Oh, do you have anything in streetwise?
No, I got skullduggery though.
So three green.
Let's figure it out.
Since it is a rare item, it'd be four purple.
Oh, okay.
And because I have dark side points, they're fun to use.
What's your cunning at?
3.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
You'll be fine. What's the worst? You can't find anything.
Exactly.
If it's a fake, at least it'll be a cool hat.
All right, we have 2 disadvantages.
Okay.
It could have been worse.
They'll fade off later, but you just give it to you as 2. We'll give you a setback on your next check.
Oh no.
All right, so you're not able to find anything that you believe Usagi would be interested in.
So are they like hats that are passed down through generations, or like they're
Only
there?
Usagi knows.
Usagi will have to make it up. on the wiki, there is not information. There's not much about the race, and there's even less about their hats. And so, I mean, they're quasi based on samurai, where stuff is handed down as.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
So, it could be very honor based, or very important for you to either use one that's gifted to you for recognition, or one of your family.
I wonder where he got his.
No. Stole off Blum in the corner.
Even if you go off of that, it depends on which era of samurai you're talking about too.
Yep. So, but we will leave that up to him to create this.
I really hope he watches this and just goes like, "What?"
I gotta do what? I'm changing my obligation.
I'd be more worried about the whole Nelly situation.
Yep. That would be a concern for him too.
Look, I'm all about doing silly and weird things for my sessions.
Yep. All right. Anything else you want to do before you head back?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else.
All right. So you head back to the ship.
I successfully upgraded the ship.
Cool. You head back to the ship. You see Usagi there with a man behind him, or a man with him, that we will be introduced next time.
Alrighty.
And that's where we'll end. Go ahead and take 10 experience.